Hello everyone, my name is Joshua and in this video I want to teach you everything about the Pilgrim job. Now I will be cutting this section into three. The one is talking about the job tree and the affinity of Pilgrim. Next is the I will fight a certain enemy or boss and teach you how to work as Pilgrim. And lastly is the summon affinity suggestion, what would work in the Pilgrim. But do take note that these are just suggestion. Everything is all up to you because everyone has different playstyle, and I cannot really conclude what are the best ones like the top tier build because it all depends on how you play the job itself. So let's go about the tip section. What does Pilgrim do? Not the archives. Go to the jobs. Pilgrim. Pilgrim can use assault hook. Yeah. Stuff can change depending on if you forward or backward. If it is forward, you are closing the distance and ending with a heavy strike hit. If it is backward, you pull the enemy towards you. And I'm not sure if it is also strike the pull because the description of the assault hook is strike. Okay, let's go with the job trees. I'm just sorry about that. I'm just drinking my coffee. So yeah, as you can see, it is a strike, attack type and agility stat bonus. So let's go for the passive stat. The passive stat is strike damage, action ability MP cost 3.2. During Lightbringer, your damage dealt increases. Same goes with the strike damage. Oh wait, did I pass all the strike damage? Action because yeah. And the assault hook mastery is this is when you perfect timing with the assault hook, your breakage will recover. I may not be able to show that because I don't know how the perfect time of the assault hook because sometimes you can actually just hold the assault hook by not doing anything, like just hold it like oh should allow. There's like when you they as you can see, there's a time where he flicks the joystick, so you can actually think if you want to cancel out or chain cancel on that animation. So the command ability is onslaught. When you apply this buff, you have a one onslaught. You can increase it up to 3 by chain cancelling. If you can remember, you can chain cancel by changing jump during the animation of a certain ability, whether if it is a combo ability or a jump ability. Now, the links of the main pilgrim are the second link, increase breakage on critical damage dealt. Next is the forward link, increase break damage. Now, the combo abilities you can lock is from the triple string. This is a Pierce wheel wrap. This is a striking. I think this is a spin to win. Yeah. And the Force Blaster. The Force Blaster is the multiple hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I know that one. And yes, of course, this is a DLC. So the only route of this job is basically Evoker and Summoner. So let's go with the Evocation. As you can see, the Evocation and the Ultima has the same passive stats. What they differ is the job ability definition and the job and the link. But let's go first to the evocation. The link on the evocation is the enemy for the third link. Enemy max breakage on greatly reduced. And while the Ultima has this link of after parry, is parry link, it is the restore MP based on magic damage. Now the difference on the job ability is that on the evocation, when you flick forward, you close the distance. The next MP you use, the next ability you use, you will have a greatly reduced MP cost. This also applies to command abilities. So if you use that, if you go gain the distance, close the distance, if you use this, if you use the Lightbringer, instead of losing two bars, it's like a it's like three fourths. So like one and one. So that's like one half, I guess, or one and one fourth. Sorry, my math is so wrong. Next is the Ultima. When you pull an enemy, it doesn't actually. As long as you did the commands, it you don't actually need to pull the enemy because there are some bosses that you cannot pull. I mean, not actually you cannot pull any boss in this game. Even the enemies you can only pull the small and medium enemies, but the big enemies they stagger. But when the bosses nothing happens. But once you apply this kind of animation, uh, uh, the the next ability will restore your HP. So goes with your party member. So this is basically a support if you want to use it if you have a co-op party or if you have a AI companionship. Now let's go for the affinity. Now the 20 is strength agility for 30. Increase break rate recovery speed, same goes with the 120. So that's like a total of 19 point. No, that's 20. That's 20. Alright, that's 20. So for 80 more strength and agility, and there's one spirit. 3 strength and 3 agility for 160 and 2 spirit. The 250 is when you are become invisible during staff railings, but I do believe this only applies on the what do you call this? On the normal attack, not on the ability, because that would be broken. Imagine if you're making a combo with this and you're immune to all damage. That's broken. Now for the 400%, of course, for the most basic jobs, um, you unlock all the weapon abilities in this game and increase damage dealt of staff combo abilities. 600 will reduce the MP cost of those combo abilities and enhance the 20, 30, 80, and 160. And for the last 800% is to enhance as well the 20, 30, 80, and 160. And as it passes by to 800%, it will increase as well. Let's give it a try. I guess. Hey, mid, got me something. Thanks, man. I guess I can go here. And my build is not for ranks anyway. So there's one thing I want to see, like if the hook, because there's a certain range that the hook applies. But once you hook an enemy, you can think if you want to cancel out, right? If you want to go forward, down, over, backward. But what if you hook an enemy, then he goes backward, like way too long? Like example, Bahamut, when you hook him and then goes backward and go Mega Flare, or Emperor when you hook him and then go teleport. I wonder if that hook will still rock on the enemy. Let's see. I think Lich is a now second thing. Woo! As you can see, there's a buff. See, there's a buff you can of the Pilgrim, and once I use an ability, when I go for the Lightbringer, see, it's not a two full bar. So do take note of that if you want to reduce some of the MP ability costs. Now, this I think this is a good. There you go. Oh, it removes. Okay. Oh, I keep. So I guess that's good to learn. So its Pilgrim is pretty straightforward. It's a good ability to close a distance or pull the enemy for you to recover HP if you want to use the other. Whoa. What's my first link? Oh, Shocky Pulse. There you go. Go for Lightbringer. Also, always remember that on the links, the abilities of uh, sta- stuff have an extension part, and if you want to cancel out, you can just chain cancel or just not use it. I got no waste. Up, up, nope, nope. I'm gonna get hit by that Lightbringer. Up. See, that's the fun part of mixing things up. Nice coffee. Always remember that the buff of the Pilgrim also applies to command ability. Ah, I'm gonna die. Okay. So 600 red mage doesn't work on assault hook. Hey, that's good to know, baby. I've learned something new. There you go. Is it done? I guess that's it. So let's go about the job abilities, affinities that I can suggest. I think if you've been watching a couple of my videos, you all know how I suggest my build. And I always remember that I am not the best one that makes on the build on this game. My main focus on making this build is I just want to make combos, baby. So if the strike damage, that is the most same as the axe. Okay. Let's see what I got. Nothing. What's that? Poison resistance? Why even bother if I can use the 400 paladin? Okay, let's go for the finders that I suggest. Uh, I think I suggest some of the basic job. Pugilist. If you want to go for the break damage, Pugilist would. Oh shit. Pugilist has this strike break damage that I know that there's a strike damage on the passive side, but if you want to go for it, that's good. And I also forgot for the summon affinities of the Pilgrim is almost the same as the Lancer, where Odin gives summon stats per 100% are Odin gives you 6 strength, while Fenrir gives you 6 agility. That both are per 100%. Do take note of that. So the affinities, going back to the affinities, my suggestion would be if you want to go for the break damage, go for strike break damage, which is the duelist. Next is the ability break damage for mage if you want to. Critical break damage, of course. Critical damage applies has mostly apply on break damage. Uh, when you apply critical damage, the break has more than HP damage as well. But that doesn't mean you cannot modify it on the uh, HP damage. You can. So next would be For the break damage, you can go for uh, s- samurai because with 600 samurai you are always on the parry as long as you use the second link and third link. For forward link as well. And what is the link of the? So when you use the ultima, you can use the second link and second link, parry link, and uh, forward link. But the great thing about this Ultima is that you have a parallel link. So when you apply the forward link or the second link, this also applies, which means that is like three in one. Yeah, because the critical of the samurai affinity, and next is this one, second is this one, the third is whatever affinity, whatever link you use. So that is three in one, baby. Not to mention the fourth is the damage of the ability itself. So that's strong, baby. So next will be for the break damage. You might want to use enemy weakness break damage. This build is enemy weakness break damage, and for the dragoon affinity, and 250 is soul burst. Haste for 400 and recovery HP MP for enemy weakness if you want to go for the weakness break. Next would be assassin. This is if you want to go for a break, go for agility stat. And 600 is basically a more agility with the soul shield and break damage as you long as you don't take damage for 400% and more agility bonus for 250 and soul shield breakers and stam agility stats as well. What else? If you want to decrease more of the command abilities, you can use the 400 of the Void Knight because the evocation that's also good. And you might go for the 600 for always going for the haste. What more? So if you want to go for the break, HP damage, strength damage, go for the 600's warrior. Of course, with 600 with max HP, you apply weakness damage. 400 greatly reduce the max breakage and reduce MP cost of the combo ability. And if you have the combo ability evocation job ability of the Pilgrim, that will work as well. And strength stamina based, wall break damage. Berserker 600 for the Soul Burst Lightbringer, MP Regen for Lightbringer, and grants refill Shell Protect for the near death. And this is actually good for strength stamina based as well. Reverse breakage on break damage death. And next is, of course, Dark Knight. Dark Knight is a strength intellect build stat, but mostly on strength, and with the near death damage there as well. 250 makes you stronger when enemies targeting you, and 400 is all near death are always apply. Have I forgotten something? Oh yeah, summer as well because it's just my playstyle. Because more power for the blessing for the 600, and when you soldier, all the buffs will increase the duration of it. And sustainable, I mean, there's no sustainable for the pilgrim, but on my build there is on my lancer. And yeah, and increase MP chain canceling. That's what as well. So I would like to share my build. My build on this, of course, I'm actually not changing my monster quest, my monster set for my basic job. I do change it when I go for the advanced job. I will go to share that once I'm onto that. So here is my build. I guess I can go first for the master points, which is strength, affinity, critical damage dealt, near death damage dealt, and during Lightbringer damage dealt. Yeah, I do increase that because there is a passive stat for the affinity, for the passive stat of the pilgrim itself, and next is the Lightbringer duration. Yeah, that's it. So about my item, here's the item. Strike damage dealt, near damage assault talk. I mainly focus on the assault talk, staff ability, near death damage during Lightbringer damage dealt, and yeah. So once again, thank you for watching and have a nice day.